Kings vs. Lakers Game 6. In the 2002 Western Conference Finals, the Sacramento Kings were just one win away from the NBA Finals, holding a 3-2 lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. Game 6, played on May 31st at the Staples Center, became one of the league's most controversial matchups. The Lakers attempted 40 free throws, while Sacramento only had 25. Shockingly, 27 of Los Angeles' free throws came in the fourth quarter alone, compared to just 9 for the Kings. Sacramento's front court collapsed due to foul trouble. Vlade Divac and Scott Pollard fouled out, leaving Shaquille O'Neal dominant inside. Chris Webber and Peja Stojakovic were also limited by fouls. Late in the game, Kobe Bryant elbowed Mike Bibby in the face, but instead of an offensive foul on Kobe, Bibby was called for a defensive foul. Years later, former referee Tim Donaghy alleged that the game had been influenced to extend the series in favor of the Lakers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the lucky lottery streak. Between 2011 and 2014, the Cleveland Cavaliers stunned the basketball world by landing the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft 3 times in 4 years. The streak began in 2011 after LeBron James had departed for Miami. With just a 2.8% chance, the Cavs won the lottery using a pick they had acquired from the Clippers and selected Kyrie Irving. In 2013, despite having only the 3rd worst record and a 15.6% chance, Cleveland again claimed the top spot and drafted Anthony Bennett. The following year, in 2014, the odds dropped even further, just 1.7%, but they still won, using the pick to select Andrew Wiggins. This unbelievable run led to widespread speculation that the league was manipulating the results to help Cleveland stay relevant, possibly as part of a strategy to entice LeBron back home. Fans also pointed to television ratings, merchandise sales, the secret suspension of Michael Jordan. In 1993, Michael Jordan shocked fans everywhere by retiring from the NBA at just 30 years old after securing his 3rd straight championship. He cited emotional exhaustion and the tragic murder of his father as his reasons, but almost immediately, rumors began to spread that Jordan had been secretly suspended by NBA Commissioner David Stern due to his growing gambling issues. Just before his retirement, Jordan had been seen gambling in Atlantic City the night before a playoff game. He later admitted to losing $57,000, and a gambling associate claimed Jordan owed him $1.25 million, although the matter was later settled for $300,000. Some even went as far as to connect his father's murder to potential gambling debts. 1,985 NBA draft. The NBA's very first draft lottery took place in 1985. That year, the top prize was Patrick Ewing, a once-in-a-generation talent. The New York Knicks, struggling at the time, won the 1st overall pick, and conspiracy theories exploded. One theory claims that the envelope with the Knicks' logo was intentionally bent or creased before being placed into the lottery drum, allowing Commissioner David Stern to feel for it and pull it out. Another wild theory says the Knicks envelope was frozen ahead of time so Stern could pick the cold one. An accountant was even spotted slamming one of the envelopes against the drum's edge. Chris Paul's block trade to the Lakers. In December 2011, a blockbuster 3-team deal was set to send Chris Paul from the New Orleans Hornets to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hornets, at the time owned by the NBA itself, would have received Lamar Odom, Kevin Martin, Luis Scola, Goran Dragic, and a 1st-round pick, while the Rockets would have landed Pau Gasol. However, NBA Commissioner David Stern, acting as the Hornets owner, shocked the league by vetoing the trade, citing basketball reasons. Several owners, including Dan Gilbert of the Cleveland Cavaliers, reportedly pressured Stern to stop the deal. Days later, Chris Paul was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers in a different package, altering the trajectory of the Lakers for years to come and sparking ongoing debate about the league's influence over team operations. Luka Doncic trade and Mavericks relocation rumors. On the 2nd of February 2025, the NBA was stunned when the Dallas Mavericks traded 5-year-old Luka Doncic, fresh off an NBA Finals run and a 33.9 PPG season, to the Los Angeles Lakers. In exchange, Dallas received Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2026 1st-round pick. Mavericks' new ownership group, with deep connections to Las Vegas and the gambling industry, fueled speculation that the trade was part of a bigger plan to relocate the team to Las Vegas. Protests erupted in Dallas, season ticket holders canceled in anger. Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan's secret son, one of the NBA's craziest conspiracy theories claims that Jimmy Butler is the hidden son of Michael Jordan. The story first appeared online in 2016, alleging that Jordan had fathered a child in 1988 and paid the mother to keep quiet. Supposedly, after the payment stopped 13 years later, Butler's mother kicked him out. Supporters of the theory point out that Butler was born in September 1989, about 9 months after Jordan was in Houston, and that both players share similar facial features and a competitive mindset. However, the timeline falls apart upon closer inspection. There's zero evidence linking Jordan to Butler's mother. Was Serge Ibaka older than he claimed? For nearly a decade, Serge Ibaka was one of the league's top defensive big men, an elite shot blocker with a reliable jumper. But once he hit 30, his game declined sharply, leading some fans to believe he was actually much older than his official age. The theory suggests Ibaka was born in 1982, not 1989. He reportedly joined his first professional team at age 24, not 17 as records state, and entered the NBA draft in 2008, possibly at 27 years old. Why the NBA let the Vancouver Grizzlies fail? In 1995, the NBA expanded into Canada with two franchises, the Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies. While Toronto quickly gained popularity thanks to stars like Vince Carter, Vancouver never had its breakout moment. Their best player, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, couldn't carry the franchise to success. Attendance steadily dropped as the team kept losing. Meanwhile, ownership under John McCall Jr., who lived in Seattle, showed little commitment to Vancouver.